like cool plot things, but also just weird, like chaos that I'm
Okay.
not sure like
I have a
why.
question.
Yes,
I have a question for you.
Have you met the
yes.
party?
Go ahead.
Is my finger bleeding yet?
Oh.
I'm still going with this.
How? I mean, it's been about like a half hour, so I guess yeah, but you're not
It would
like
be.
you're not like like you're not alchemying this stone. Like you're not. This is not Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, I can
It's
still
not that.
attempt to inscribe the spell onto the wall to activate it. Yeah, he already sent
Yeah,
those.
and I'm gonna say like I'm trying to think with because the
It's an
magic for the world
attempt.
is the moons. I'm gonna say like you don't have enough like maybe if you like were in the cell maybe a little bit longer and you can invest some of your energy like from the moon because magic comes from the moons. The three moons of the world. That's where they come from.
Yeah. Yeah.
If this was Peppany, I would say like that would work immediately. But this is Dragonlance. It's
Yeah.
still like runes and stuff still work. Like it's still a thing. But like you're not that because you're a sorcerer, that's not something you're super familiar with.
Keep
So
in
this
mind. Also, keep in
Probably
mind,
not. He was raised by wolves.
Jack doesn't know runes are a thing yet.
Yeah.
This is it's legit just something he would have just come up with on the spot to attempt.
Well, unfortunately, you just take some damage. So you take like 5 damage. I feel like that's fitting.
5
You're
damage from
bludgeoning your
grinding your
finger.
finger away on the stone.
That's a lot, guys. You're
Oh.
messing up your finger. That's gonna hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
DM's worst law.
I
It
won't
might
argue
have.
with the DM.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That it's funny though. I think it is really funny, and maybe it will have an effect later on the campaign. I'm gonna keep that in my notes.
But yeah, I'll accept that nothing's gonna happen. I just want to be like in the middle of me like scrolling it down like very clearly, obviously what's supposed to be a spell onto the wall. The guards come up to get me.
Yeah. So here's what happens. So the door opens, and you hear like a creak, and um, they look in, and it's not just them; it's everybody else who is also there. You guys are all here, and you're seeing just blood on the walls, like trying to be scribbled. It's like, it's not like nice and pretty. Like it's not like you can tell certain words and stuff. It's like dripping down on the wall, and it's like really gross. And the guards are like, "You, this man's getting, this man's joining the military." Okay. And you see, and one of the guards turns towards you, Mordo, and it's like you better keep your eye on that one. I don't know if he's all together.
You try being
acknowledge him and like I'm like oh no.
It's
What is going on?
like I just look. Everyone's like very obvious, like make it very obvious. Like I feel as if I got caught doing something, trying to escape.
They come up.
We're like,
So
okay.
they go to release you. The bands fall off your wrists, and they're like, "We're only allowing this because you are now drafted in the Kalaman military as a special
Drafted. He didn't have the choice to sign. He just somebody
we
signed
find
for him.
any other funny business with you, you'll be back here, and whatever you just did is not going to save you."
So they have the thing out of my mouth now, right?
Yeah, they take the thing out.
The best. Well, first sentence I've ever gotten, best one I've ever gotten. Do I need any proof of person?
Oh, proof of person. No. You just need to sign here, and they have the sheet that because you guys are keeping the sheet with you guys because some of you are still deciding to sign it or not to join this elite force. So they just handed it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it. I'm just gonna keep looking at it and ask someone what it says.
Wait, you're telling me? Sorry, this is me metagaming. You're telling me that you could know how to write a spell incantation, but you couldn't read a normal piece of paper?
No, I don't. That's the joke.
It's him in desperation.
And surely, if I scribble this in some way, it'll work. That's
I
the
didn't realize
joke. Mhm. Mhm.
On the document, because I know this is something important for your character. It does not prohibit you from joining other groups, i.e., the 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 mages of high sorcery.
Cool. Cool.
Because I mean, you were originally trying to get here to Kalaman to talk to a mage here about joining. You still have the
Ronan,
letter.
what's the cookie?
Huh?
Yeah.
What's the cookie?
This one's my birthday cake.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Again, happy
I'm
birthday.
guessing it's really.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's a really good letter.
Those are crumble
I don't
balls.
think I'm gonna
It
want
is
to
a
leave
crumble
anytime
but it's a
soon.
cake.
Why not? I'll sign it as I like take my bloody finger,
Oh.
like stamp it against my thumb because I don't know how to spell and just put my thumbprint as my signature.
They
I'm
look.
sorry.
The guards look at that. One of them kind of cringes, but the other one's like, "That's as binding as I think any signature can be."
Look, I was raised by wolves most of my life. I never learned how to read or spell.
You know what? Fair. Most people don't. I can barely write a few sentences myself. So, the guards let you guys go. You're able to exit the city. I know you guys were planning on bringing it back to the camp. This document to talk to like Raven, if that's still a plan.
Okay, real quick, as we're walking, I want to attempt. I am going to attempt to heal my wounds.
You can.
By that, I'm using heal wounds.
You're able to like.
Cure wounds. On myself.
Thankfully, you didn't like screw up your fun. You screwed up your fun, but it's not in a way that it cannot be healed thanks to healing magic. So
It's like very clearly in front of everyone as I do this.
oh, people are looking at you. People see. Well, most people aren't looking because this is a city. People are like milling about doing their own businesses. But you see one kid like see it and is like trying to tug on their mom's skirt, and the mom is like, "Not now. I'm busy with something." It's like that man just healed his thumb. But yeah, so you guys make your way out of the city. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do here right now.
Was there
Yes.
no one has any questions on my healing?
I just think it's you picked up on some gnomish trick.
Yeah, because I don't think most people in the party even know that Kestrel's using divine magic.
I thought
Am
that
I
all
using
came
divine
from the
magic?
gods, though.
Oh, Kespin, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, wait, did you reveal?
Hmm. Roll me. Actually, don't roll me anything. So you go around. You look. You're looking for shops and stuff. And what specifically are you like looking for? Because most people. Okay. Well, one person that once you start asking around, like, "Hey, I'm looking for a shop, like, for a bunch of knickknacks," and they're like, "Oh, you're Kendir." So, you're gonna want to talk. Wait a second. You're gonna want to talk to Melara. Yeah, she's gonna be very interested in what she's gonna be interested in talking to you. Look for Melara's oddities. She's on the other side of town. Gotta enjoy the random gifts.
Those are great.
I can't right now, dude.
I hope you realize I have to uphold this reputation and keep it going the rest of the campaign now. I
Oh my
slowly have to
gosh.
get. I slowly have
Jack
to do
Valentine is
things.
literally just more.
I have to do more and more absurd things now.
One question
Yo.
I do have. I thought
You don't
Just
have
you
to,
wait.
man.
Just you wait until I learn how to do runes.
I thought the healing
no.
magic only came from the gods.
So here's the thing. Arcane magic also comes from the gods as well, technically. Three gods. The gods of the moons are actually
Oh,
deities. I'm also just attributing this magic to the fact that he's just a sorcerer and just weird. Because I know, like, feats and stuff can get you guys, like, like magic. What he's doing, he got magic initiate, so he got other magic. So
Yeah.
I have some ideas of what it could be, but I don't think he entirely knows, and I think you're a little confused. So,
A little bit.
yeah.
It's me. It's quite literally me healing my wounds after watching him do. It's like neat. I bet I can figure that out.
Monkey see, monkey do.
But yeah, for the most part, most like the vast majority of arcane magic users can't do healing magic. That is a very unusual thing. But also, wild magic sorcery is very unusual. So we're gonna anything else that you
Myself
guys want to do?
unusual.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of asking. Does anybody else want to run like errands before talking to Raven?
No.
I want to get some more knowledge on the college.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna need to. So you were told to look for Wyan. Oh, yeah, Wyan. She is the mage that you were asked to seek, and she has a shop in town called Wyan's Apothecary. That's the person you're gonna need to look for.
I'm going to the apothecary. Anyone want to join me? And by that, I need one of you to come with me to read the signs.
I'll go with you.
Thank you.
All right, and then then that leaves Kespin and Michael and Ulrich. Do you guys want to just head to the refugee camp?
Sure.
All right.
To be honest, I have
Yeah,
no idea what I'm
I don't
doing
really
next
have
week.
anything to do.
Yeah, I
So.
think you guys are the guys. You guys are the three people that actually still deciding on whether to sign up. So that makes sense. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're first gonna.
I can take
Let's
it.
give it to Moroni's character. Yeah.
Quill of Vogler.
All right. So you make your way. Give me a second. As I So you make your way through the city, Sunder, and you get to Melara's Oddities. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. But yeah, you swing open the door, there's a little ring as like a bunch of wind chimes that were right next to the door just like clang against each other, announcing your arrival. And you're in this. It looks untidy for most people, but for most Kender, this is as neat as it can get. But there's like all. Yeah. But you walk in and you see all these trinkets and goodies, bits and bobs from all over and the continent of Ansalon. And you walk in and this you see a head poke out from behind the counter. And it's like, "Oh, it's been so long since I've seen Kin." And he gets off a little stool that's behind the counter, and she walks over, and you see a silver-haired woman, Kendir, with a bright smile. It seems like just this is a very jolly woman, high energy, and will most likely talk your ear off, like some other Kendir ladies that you know. But Melora's like, "Hey, my name is Melora. What's your name? And where are you from Kenderho?" It is the place. Yeah, I'm quite a traveler. I mean, I've settled down, like, guess eventually. Not an easy thing to do for us, but I did, and I've made quite a bit of money and a bit of a name for myself. People here are actually a lot more welcoming than most other places in Alcrin. So, yeah. So, what's your name? Thunder Kenderkin. It's great to meet you. Let me show you around, and she starts showing you around. So obviously you're gonna get your cooking supplies here. Like she has different sets from different parts of the world. There is a tiny little like set from the Plains of Dust in the southern part of the world that is very interesting. Um, you find a a set of pots and pans that are a little larger, more bulky with runes and card, which you would know to be um, from the dwarven civilization of Thorben. Um, you ask her like I don't think they're magical, but they are quite well made. And you know what? I just imagine. Yeah, I personally love them. And yeah, they're very sturdy. Wait, wait, exactly. Yeah. Then you probably want the one from the Plains of Dust. Do you cook? Exactly. My specialty is in pastries. I
Are
should
you a
have you
magical
over.
battle chef? Nothing. Go ahead.
And she starts talking your ear off, just making small talk, and you know she's a very friendly lady. And yeah, she claims to know every Kendir in town. And when you start telling her about your story, about the circumstance of having fought off um, the dragon army, she's able to relate because she knows several other Kendir that have fled there, and she actually has heard of you. Not much of you by name. People just, a lot of the other Kendir just call you the Kendir Knight. But yeah, she has heard a lot, and she's just drilling you for more and more information. So you're able to find that. You're also able to find. You are also like, what else were you looking for? She has an excellent book. This one is Elven, actually, from the You would know this. I'm trying to remember.
Elvin from the Abyssal Play.
So this is from the Kagonesti elves. So Morto, you would be very familiar with the Kagonesti because
Oh.
that is your other half.
Sad.
But yeah, this is a simple, like almost like a pan reed flute, but it has like intricate carvings of birds engraved into the flute. And every time you blow out of it, it imitates the sound, the song of different birds.
Ooh.
And then you wanted to get a tattoo? Okay, you want to get a tattoo. That's she would have an herbalism kit as well. So yeah, that one I'm just gonna say she has on stock. As for that tattoo, you're gonna need to like set up an appointment. She has a dwarven friend that gives tattoos as a side business.
Ooh.
So that would be Cadmos.
Get tatted up in
Is his
Dwarven.
name. Yeah, he and his twin sister run the Hammerstrike Forges. So yeah, that if you're going for tattoos, that'd be the place to go. But she's actually friends with them. They actually do, they're pretty tight, and they do a lot of things together. I mean, they're two businesses in the city, even though they're on opposite sides. She actually knows them pretty well because they're immigrants, and she's just incredibly friendly. But yeah, she can hook you up for them and set up an appointment for probably the next day. All right. A tattoo would probably be about 5 gold. The rest of it's really simple stuff. That's going to be like 5 silver for the whole set. Yeah, 5 gold, 5 silver. So, oh, nice. She is very grateful and says, "Do come again. It's great. It is great meeting you, Sunder, and maybe we can hang out sometime. You know." And you see like her like slightly like kicking her foot a little bit back. Here's my contact information. She gives you this like little like sealed like little envelope, which has like basically a very formal business card. And yeah, I'm just gonna go with Melara.
Sorry.
Red flags. Brother, you gotta enjoy the old people flirting. She's an older, as I said, she's a silvery-haired Kinder woman, so she would be about your age.
Also, I
Anyway,
just
bye. Come back again. Oh,
Ooh.
oh.
No, we don't.
Um,
No, we
yeah. Well, so
What other
you're
friends you got?
I'm being considered a friend, huh?
Be more
That
than
would've
just
been
friends if you
hilarious to them, actually.
want.
Dang it.
Yeah.
One of us should have gone with
Maybe
him so
more
we
than
could have
just
said
friends.
that. That would have been hilarious.
She says to you as you walk out. All right.
By the way, I just realized I have a hunting trap, and the spell enlarge.
Oh,
Mm. All right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Twin spell
All
it.
right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Back to what we were doing.
Not that one. Forgot what I have for this. Nope, not that one. Oh, super Cassidy? Okay. All right, we'll do this. So you make your way into the apothecary.
Yay.
Morto and Jack. And there's actually a lot more on this. This is not what I want. Give me 1 second.
So far, he's been the most helpful one, most friendly towards me. I guess I can accept him into the pack.
But
I had Morto, this little wooden wolf that I carved out.
oh, that's even
thank
better.
you.
Yeah, there.
Don't
Ah,
worry,
cool.
everyone else will get one eventually.
It's like
Once
you're
they prove themselves to be in the pack.
I like that actually a lot. You know what, Jack? Because of even though it's added a ton more craziness, I like that, and I also do like how you role played. I'm giving you inspiration or heroic inspiration.
Yay.
All right. You walk into this apothecary, and it is filled with unusual smells of licorice and pepper.
Well, maybe
The
not pepper.
modest The modest shop has a few meager tables displaying good luck charms, odd animal bones, and vials of advertising advertising various remedies. At the rear of the shop, a human woman with raven hair and a black dress with feathered wing-like sleeves stands behind a counter heaped with open books. She looks up from her reading, eyes you with disinterest, and goes back to her book.
Sheesh.
Dang. Still no. Even I changed characters and everything. Still no luck with women. Dang.
What?
I'm gonna look around the store for a minute, see what there is.
As I said, like a lot of like odd trinkets and like good luck charms. People in Salamnia and across the world, ever since the Cataclysm, are fairly superstitious. So he's made a decent living for herself for these bits and bobs, but you know that she's a lot more than just um some random wise woman.
So where's the more magical stuff?
You ask her.
Yeah.
She looks at you, says, "What magical stuff? There's plenty of charms over there. Now leave me alone." And she goes back to her book.
Must be a very interesting book.
It is about complex, arcane theory and how each of the towers of high sorcery were formed, brick by brick. She then slams the book closed, looks at you, and says, "So what is worth bothering me as I am studying?"
Okay, now I hand her the letter.
She takes the letter, looks at it, breaks open, recognizes. You can see there's a glint of recognition, and she breaks open the seal and looks at it. Then she closes the letter and says, "You are interested in magic, are you? True magic. Why do you think you're worthy of using magic?"
Don't know. I was just told to come here. I've kind of just been doing it casually on my own, figuring it out as I like use firebolt and just like have like the fire hovering over my finger.
She then kind of leans closer to you and says, "Magic is not for flippant uses. Magic must be controlled, channeled, used in proper forms. There have been many times that we mages have been chased out of towns for fear of our magic powers. We've done much good for the world, but there's always a cost. People must respect our power, fear what we have. They're not. You must contain and control magic if you're ever to be worthy of using it." And that leads me to my next observation. Does your magic serve you, or do you serve your magic?
I can't recall a time where I served the magic.
Oh, by the way, Morto, she looks at you and says, "Oh, you, come with me." And she's pointing particularly at you, Lewis, and is doing a shooing motion towards Morto, like, "Leave us alone."
I leave him alone, and I just
Um,
like take step back, like enough to be like out of the give them their space, but like as well close enough that I can still keep an eye on Jack.
while I'm at it, I'm just gonna casually like let out that I figure out how to cure wounds and heal.
You were able to use healing magic?
I watched my friend do it and figured it out.
Roll a insight check.
Sight check.
I do not trust this lady at all. She seems
Neither
she reminds me a lot of the royal family I served, high and proud and not caring of the little people. And so like I'm worried for that she's like
17.
I don't know.
17. She is genuinely surprised and amazed by that mention because, as I said, there's like no healing magic was gone from the world, and it was specifically tied to clerics and holy men. So it's very odd that you are able to do this.
Yeah, kind of just figured it out.
How can you change the world with your magic?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
How will you change the world with your magic?
Just give her the Mr. Bean response. Magic.
I don't know. Start off, I'd probably use it to stop those that are doing harm. Heck, 2 times now I've run into the same group as they destroyed a village. First my own, and then this other one we just came from.
He got in.
All right. An altruistic sort? You don't give me that. You don't seem the type.
Hmm?
And I'll repeat what she said. An altruistic sort? You don't seem the type.
But once I can take care of those guys, I'll see where I go from there.
If you were to lose your magic, what would you do? All that power that you've been given.
I'd probably do what either my mother or father did while they were adventurers. Pick up something that isn't magic. At least I think they used something that wasn't magic.
Interesting. Well, you passed the first test, and she holds the letter. You didn't open or look into the letter I was given. I've had many people that have been sent to start learning high sorcery here in this Atlantic region that have been sent to me that have peeked and looked into this letter. You have not.
Why would I need to
And
see
from
what's
that I
in
can
the
decide what type of wizard you might be. Stand forward. You stand a little closer. And what clothes are you wearing, Jack?
It's probably one of the finer pairs of clothes that I found that was left over after the village was destroyed. It's like
Well, probably
whenever I
still pretty
cut-
tattered and like ripped
still
up.
like pretty tattered and ripped up considering how old they are. But still like the nicer things that I could find.
You see her touch the edge of your cloak, and the cloak starts to reform. It starts to return to its nice state. The
Ooh.
threads start weaving itself back together.
Oh, that's
But
it's
it
not
doesn't
just
not just that. It also changes color. From whatever color that you were wearing before, it turns into a deep mahogany red. Rich in blood.
I like that. Very
She looks
nice.
at you and says, I don't know how you seem pretty ignorant, but you have a lot of potential.
Yeah, it makes sense. I
What
was
is your
raised by
name?
wolves.
Oh, that you definitely act the part there. What's your name?
Jack Valentine at your service.
Well, Jack. I don't know if you're familiar, but there are 3 orders in the Mages of High Sorcery, off of the 3 moons. The white robes, the red robes, and the black robes. Now, each order after each moon dedicates themselves to a certain philosophy. You have the white robes, which so stuck up and high up, and they're annoying.
What if I want
And
to
the red
learn?
robes,
What if I want to learn stuff from each one?
you can learn. But it's not so much like what you can learn from, because all mages learn every sort of art. It's what you do with the magic. White robes, they call themselves the good. People call them the good wizards. Red robed wizards they're the fence sitters. They just can't they are very interested in knowledge and learning and stuff like that, and just chilling. But they do nothing with their knowledge. We are the black robes, though. We do things. We gather more power. We grow. That is what we are, the black robes, and we have our own interests and we pursue. But sometimes we have a negative reputation as the Black Robes, but those are the three orders. Now, I might have decreed a robe type off of your current personality and choices, but
Judgy now.
always change. Even if you become a full member of the Tower High Sorcery, you can always change your robes, but whatever.
Okay, guys, this is completely out of character. But the moment I learned whatever magic she just did on the clothes, I'm turning mine purple or something.
But, and if you're thinking about changing it to a different color, you can, but I definitely suggest starting with one order or another. There are more perks than being a rogue. And even then, it ultimately, like, your color will be from who you are. But
Nice. Yay.
that is from what my assessment is. I will agree to, because of your potential, even though you're very unschooled and you seem to have the brain of a goat,
Yeesh.
I can
It's rough.
contact my fellow mages of high sorcery, and then you can complete the test of high sorcery. Seeing if you can even join us.
Fancy.
Once you've completed the test of high sorcery, you will become a full mage of high sorcery with all the benefits decreed as such. Of course, if you survive. The test is not for the faint of heart. Anyway, is that it?
I believe that's it.
Good. I don't want to see you again for the next month. Get out of my store.
Perfect. I didn't want to come back until next month.
Good.
As I walk out, I was like, I like her. She seems fun.
Mm.
What did you even see in her? I like
No.
to say as like we walk out,
No.
like I haven't seen somebody that arrogant since I was back in my own home, surrounded by pretentious nobles.
See, what? I'm part human, part how? What's the elven part again?
You are Sylvanesty.
So that's what it is. Sylvanesty.
I realized that I know you guys have already selected feats and stuff, but there are like additional feats in this book. I should have just gave you guys access to that. So if you guys want, I'll send off the extra feats if you guys want to switch, like, and if you
Yeah.
guys like these new feats better, you guys can switch, or you guys can keep to the old feats. I'm cool with that too.
Yeah. I just sent a picture of what Jack Valentine looks like and what he's wearing.
Perfect.
That would be very
Yeah.
nice if you just give us a free feat.
I think
Oh,
I
that's good
already
enough.
technically gave a bunch of, like, if you had specific backgrounds, like I know for Marone, I believe I gave him a 3 feet. But
Also, well, kind of, not really. You made me a squire of Solamnia or a knight of Solamnia as my background, and
oh yeah,
that just allows me to
oh
mount
yeah,
horses faster.
there's additional feats that come with it. So I'll do my job better as a DM for this for DM and send you guys them after this. But they're actually really cool. So anyway, so you guys
If
leave
you,
the shop.
yep, I sent a picture of Jack Valentine to the Dragonlance.
The Dragonlance, yeah.
Lance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it.
So yeah, so he still has the trimming and outline of the red.
Is he wearing Converse?
Those are actually dress shoes.
Are they though?
Those are Converse.
Yep, well, yep, bet they're converts.
Yeah.
They're converts
My
now.
All right. So you guys eventually reconvene. all of you guys eventually reconvene back at the camp, but I'm going to start off with just asking Hespen, Michael, and Alric. You guys have you guys got here first, and you guys, I'm gonna give I just want to get you guys a vibe. What are you guys thinking about with the offer that was given to you all?
I mean, to be completely honest, I don't like it. I mean, I'm willing to like help out where needed, but I don't want to sign anything saying I'm devoted to one like faction or another. You know.
Honestly,
Saying the same thing.
that makes sense. I mean, just from your past like backgrounds, like
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Follow the will of Mishgal.
By the way, for someone
Yeah.
that was raised by wolves, my intelligence gives me a +3. What the heck?
Yeah.
Also, yeah, that woman is pure evil. No, we don't like her.
Yeah,
She's evil.
yeah.
The black robes. That's a cult. Okay, that's a cult. That's nothing but. No. No.
Yeah.
She's bad.
Maybe Jack Valentine likes them bad.
Oh my gosh.
To save you. The freaky chick.
Jack is without wearing a shirt like I like bad girls. Okay. What about Ulrich? Is Ulrich also in the same camp of like I don't want to okay.
Well, I already signed it technically.
You didn't
Yeah.
have a choice. You were. It was either prison or the Accords, or whatever they call them.
It's so this is it's not like the Accords again. Like
It's the Accords.
you're literally just signing up for like
Either-
a special ops
Look.
force.
Either way, I'm trapped. I might as well get paid for it.
We'll get paid. So you guys make your way, you're back in the camp. And Raven, she meets you guys and says, "Well, how did it go?"
Well, we convinced we were able to come up with an agreement where if we worked for the city of Kalaman, as long during the as long as the Red Dragon army is remaining a threat, that the people can stay. And we're just looking over the contract, want to get your point of view. Some of us have already signed, such as me. We want to just, I don't know, we just wanted to get to your insights on this.
She looks over the contract, and she reads it over and says, "This is very good for us." I mean, for those that, if you guys, thank you for those who've already signed it. I know it says like not all of you guys have signed it, and that's okay. That this is your personal decision, but
I love how it
I
has
appreciate this
name, bloody thumbprint, name.
yeah. Personally, me and some of the other people here, and we've already like so recent not too long ago, and she points at several wagons that started to rush out of the city and come to the refugees. We've already started receiving the benefit of food and labor, and that must have been from you guys. So personally, me and several of the other people in the village that are still in good health, and we're thinking about enlisting as well. But not it wouldn't be like this. We wouldn't be like special ops. We'd be like recruits as soldiers. But if you wouldn't mind telling the marshal of the city that you talked to and tell her that she has a bunch of willing recruits from Vogler, we'd be happy about that.
We will do
But
that.
for those but thank you guys for signing this and for doing this. This means a lot.
I had no choice.
Still, thank you. Thank you, Sunder. And she squeezes your arm. In the
Oh.
meantime, don't please don't.
Getting all the ladies.
Oh,
All
she's just
of them.
that one's more platonic. She's like squeezing your shoulder. Sure, go for
I
it.
need to take some pointers from him.
She's like in the meantime, I since I don't have no longer have a town to run, just call me Raven. Don't call me Mayor. Well, maybe you're right, but for me, more important is getting it back and getting back at the sons of owlbears that stole our town.
What? Random question. Are there any leaves on the ground or nearby?
Oh yeah. Why do you ask?
Perfect. I pick one up and and use it to play music out of boredom.
Oh yeah. Cool. Go for it.
Yeah.
So you start doing that. There's a little music accompaniment. It's harmonica.
It's something people just do. They'll actually just like straight up use the leaf, like hold it and play music.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. So, eventually, night dawns and the people of Vogler are starting to actually settle in. People have provided housing outside the city for them, and um, you know that the time is coming for you guys to return a report. No, to Vendry, Marshal Vendry.
All right. Well, I mean, in the end, who signed it? Because is it just
I
So
print
it
it
would
and
be
print it on
Jack
it.
Valentine,
Jackson?
Sunder, Kinderkind, and Morto Darble.
Yeah. Okay.
While Michael, Ulrich, and Caspin have not.
That's right.
Yes. I think I'm gonna ask Espen what he.
Sorry, what was it? Cut out.
Yeah.
What do you? What were you
Well, I
asking,
was
Alden?
gonna say, I was gonna say, I'm gonna ask Espen what he thinks about it because um he hasn't he that's your character, right, Miles?
Yeah.
Espen? Yeah. I'm gonna ask what your character thinks about it, just so that we make sure that everyone that wants to sign has signed because they can. Well, Espen's the only one I'm not sure of at this point.
I don't really care. I just don't want to, I guess. Because,
Okay.
you know,
It's not a
his-
matter of principle for him. He just doesn't want to.
eh, his will is just to serve Mishkels,
Okay.
Mhm.
help people. I was gonna ask if I don't sign it, could they just give the reward and all of my reward to the people of what's it called?
Bogler?
Vogler?
Yeah, the people.
That be, I mean, you would have
Yeah.
honest the way to go is you signing it and then being like, hey, like give my pay to people of Vogler, because here's the thing, it's like saying, oh, don't pay me anything because I'm not going to be, like I'm not going to be employed by you, but still give me like some funds to give to charity. That's not how this works.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
like
it?
this is like a job. This is like signing a
This is
contract to
essentially
work
a
for a
job.
job.
This is like signing up a contract for the job. I know people have made it. This is like the Accords, but this is nothing like the Accords in Marvel because that
The
was like
Accords.
an amendment that was brought forth by Iron Man to be like, hey, let's change up our operation so we're like closely related to the government. Well, this is more like, hey, we're just hiring you guys.
Yeah,
They
it's
have a
going from
contract.
having no job to being government employees. type of-
Yeah,
Hey,
but right now it is.
Hey,
But once
I
they
was
get
But I
back,
will
unemployed
also
by
they'll
this.
make
sign a
it clear
contract and say, "Oh,
that
sign
this is not
NDA."
just a one and done thing. Like you guys who have chosen not to sign it doesn't mean that this opportunity is passed. Like basically the contract's still on the table if you guys decide, hey, like actually I do want to like become part of the military here.
But the benefits might
It
not be as good.
so the benefits would still be there because they still need you guys. I'll actually Vendry would explain this further once you guys get there. Like I think she So
Give us a
we'll
check.
just go if it's okay. Let's go to the castle and then Vendry. I'm going to
Yeah.
explain this in character as Marshal Vendry. So you guys arrive at the castle. You guys climb up to the third floor, which is where a lot of the military officers are. And Marshal Vendry looks up to you guys and says, "Ah, you guys have returned. So
Oh,
which
wait.
of you have?"
I was gonna
Yes,
pray about it. Can I pray about it?
sure, go for it. Actually, roll me a religion check.
Okay. Let's
Cool.
see.
I should probably learn how to read.
So that was an 11.
Okay.
Oh wait, no 13.
You don't really get like a super specific answer. Okay, you know how in general conference or in the best way to describe it is with the recent devotional from Elder Uchtdorf where it's like when you don't receive an answer, but you like it feels like God's not giving you an answer. It's not like, hey, I don't care about you. It's more like, hey, it doesn't matter whether you take this decision or not. Like that's up to you. This is your choice.
You,
This
you
choosing
just
making this decision is not going to doom you, but choosing the decision is not like it's not like her will. She's not trying to force you to do anything.
Mhm.
You do feel like you can do good in this position and that you're not sacrificing your ability to worship and serve Mishkiel just because like this is you guys are a part of the military and you will be part of the government part of the government and will answer to them, but you still like are a separate unit
am I?
and you outrank a lot of other military officials in the city. So
Hey yo,
Hmm.
No.
Jack. Jack quite literally went from the bottom to the top.
not
Maybe
the
the
top, you're
bottom
not
to the
like a
middle.
general, but you are like you are like an esquire.
You know what
So
I
you are
mean.
yeah, you're up there.
He went
You're not like
from
private.
he went from prison to being in the high life.
To having a
Nice.
military rank.
You're welcome. Okay, so let me get to Vendry. So because I just want to take that break for Kespin because you Miles, you specifically asked for that. So yeah, that's Mishkiel's answer to you.
Okay.
So Mishkiel says, so all right, who of you have signed? And she goes and peers at the document and says, okay, 3 of you signed, which is if not all of you signed, that's all right. You still like we'll still send you with the others on missions. It's just, well, you won't be paid, and we can't have you in the city. I mean, we can have you in the city, but we can't have you in the castle.
You don't get benefits.
We can't have you. We can't have the castle because the and I don't mean this to be taken the wrong way, but you would be technically a security risk because you have not declared your loyalty to the governor of the city, and we want the castle to be a secure place. But for those that have declared their loyalty and are in our employ, will receive free lodging in the castle, along with pay, of course. Your assignments, you will be essentially a specialized squad to deal with gathering intel about the Dragon Army. Ulrich, I know you asked if this is just scouting. It is not. There will be some scouting, but there will also be a lot of we need some heavy hands to once Dragon Army with this force you call the Dragon Army. If you capture any of its men, in which we would love if you can capture some of these soldiers and question them, that's what we need, and that's why we need some, some brute muscle a little bit. But there'll be different assignments that we will send you all on, and so we can gather more information and be able to counteract this new threat.
New threat.
Also, for those that
right.
are esquires, you have access. You can freely take any mundane weapons, light and medium armor, as you please from the armory castle.
Mhm.
I am still working the details on your first assignment, so the next day I will give it to you. Also, I recently talked to your friend, Derek. When you have the chance, I think you would want to talk to him. She gives you a small smile. He has some important information to tell you.
Who's that again?
Derek.
The squire that was
Excellent.
just good night.
Squire
Yes.
dude.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
His pictures on the Dragonlance chat. The
Okay,
guy
the
with
kid.
He's Declan's apprentice.
That's right, the kid. Okay.
yeah. Right, he has some stuff to talk to you all about.
Okay.
As I said, for those that have not signed it, the offer is of course still available, and you will still be assigned to these assignments and have access to loot and stuff from these missions. If you need a place to stay, I do recommend the Steady Beacon. The proprietor is a friend of mine, so if you need to stay there, I do recommend it. But yes, do you have any further questions for me?
Are there any?
Yeah. Yes, there is, and she gives you each a steel emblem that is kind of like a badge that you can like wear on your chest or around your neck as a medallion. But it's essentially the symbol of Kalaman, and
I'm sewing it onto my sleeve.
it is. Ooh, that's even cooler. It's like this. It's supposed to symbolize the walls of Kalaman, which are, predate the Cataclysm, and the beacons, which also predate the Cataclysm, which are symbols of the city. Yeah, I'll send a picture of the symbol in the chat later on tonight.
Wait, the real niggas want to talk to you.
So
I have a question for you. Why the fuck would you invite Kevin over to hang out and then not hang out with them. Everybody don't want to hear this.
He's the one who said he would want. He was gonna come over.
All right. So, where were we? So, and you guys have any more questions for Vendry?
I asked her where the armory is. I want to restock on my arrows and just like go through and see if I want to change. I mean,
First
I'll be
floor.
go ahead.
First floor in the courtyard. You'll find the armory there. And yeah, I'm not gonna roleplay this, Alden, but you have access to any of the any mundane weapons and like medium to light armor in the player's handbook.
Okay.
For free.
Okay, so simple weapons and medium and light armor.
Yep.
Okay.
Not just simple weapons, but also like martial weapons as well.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Probably the only thing I would take out of there is a couple more javelins.
Yeah,
But
you cannot take
because you aren't working.
What? Didn't you just say I had access to the weapons?
No, you don't,
No,
because we
because you
didn't sign the
didn't sign the-
contract.
Oh,
because you
We
didn't sign up,
the
dude.
accord.
I thought you just barely said I have access.
No.
Morto.
Morto does, Sunder does, and Jack Valentine does.
Oh, well,
Ulrich,
I don't care then.
Michael, and
Yeah, I don't
Kespin, until you guys sign up. Not sign the accord, sign up.
Nope, it's the
You
accord.
guys.
I don't want names on papers.
All right, fine.
I have a thing against paper.
Man, guys, this is like Vietnam.
No, this is like Civil War.
Okay. So you guys are good. Like this works. It's just funny how like against you guys are. Because honestly, okay. DM screen aside, there is nothing that's gonna happen in this campaign where like they do like strong arm you guys into doing like dumb stuff. I just like
Look,
maybe
the
I'll
first
change it. Who
moment
knows?
that happens, I am gonna go MIA, missing in action.
Mhm. You'll find those wolves again.
Go deal with Kevin.
All right. She does say, but I will say, Vendry, she tells you, Michael, like, I want to give you. I know you have not signed the contract, and I totally understand. Your friends have signed it, and so you're totally good with us. When it comes to like the contract for Vogler and such. If you guys want a discount for that's the Steady Beacon, like, I can secure that for you.
Sorry, what?
She's securing you discounts for the Yahoos. Yeah, for Michael. For Michael,
Like a place
Ulrich.
to stay, or what are we talking about here?
Yeah, for like the study
Yeah.
at the Steady Beacon, because you guys can't stay at the castle.
I don't freaking care. I'll sleep on the street if I have to.
To be
Okay,
fair, I'll just
you
go
want to
sleep in a
sleep on the
tree.
streets?
I mean, it's not like I haven't been camping before. I've got all the gear I need to go camping, so I might just do that.
Okay, sure, why not?
Be like, you guys know where to find me.
All right.
I mean, that
You
would be
guys-
my first option, but since they're inside the castle walls, I can't do that. So,
You guys can't. They're not inside the castle walls. Like, you guys can stay in the town, and they can provide you.
that's fine by me.
They-
I'll stay
No,
with
not
the
allowed.
people
You're not
from
allowed
Vogler
into
then.
town.
All right, and she's fine with that.
I don't want to be welcome in their communist castle anyway.
Cool. All right. As you guys walk out, you see Darrett is there and says, "Hey guys, how'd it go?"
Going very well. And considering the fact that the people of Vogler can stay here, that's a victory.
So currently, Darrett is wearing just regular, like he's wearing pretty nice, like a nice breastplate, the garb of the Kalaman soldiers, and he says, "Hey guys, I want to catch you guys, but so earlier today, I went up while you guys were talking. After you guys talked, I went up and talked to Vendry. Sorry, I'm going completely roundabout, but essentially is um, Ven Marshal Vendry. She had me demonstrate the stuff I learned from Becklin, my swordplay and my strategic, um, my strategic training, and she was pretty impressed. And I was recruited into the Kalaman military, and essentially I've been assigned to be your emissary Kalaman between the Kalaman governmental structure and Marshal Vendry with you guys. So I will be offering a lot of you guys as assignments on Marshal Vendry's behalf.
Who is this?
This is Derek.
Of course it is.
Yes. Not like he's coming up with the orders. He's just a
He's the
yeah,
messenger.
he's here. Yes. So I'll be doing that as for for Kalaman, for Marshal Vendry. So I'm going to be staying mostly here, so I can learn a little bit from the Kalaman military and help out with the defenses here as we're preparing the majority of our troops. While you guys are going to be sent off, heading off dealing with a dragon army as we are, currently, and getting information on them. But I just want to tell you guys, I'm really excited. I get to work with you guys more.
Happy to work with you too.
I know, I will be. Thank you. Actually, that's another thing. Michael, I need to talk to you.
Why? I mean, I'm not gonna say that to him, but I would say, okay. No,
The eyebrow raise.
Can I talk to you privately?
Sure. I
All
guess.
right. He pulls you aside, and there's like a lot of different hallways that are pretty empty here in this castle. This is a massive council, but
Yeah, go ahead.
it's pretty empty. And he comes up to you, and then he unsheaths his sword, and then point first into the stone floor, and kneels in front of you, and then offers the sword handle to you, and says, "I know this is the sword you gave me, but I will request more than just your sword, Michael. From what I understand, this is what I've been kind of putting together. You were once a Salamnic knight, and you had a connection to my previous master, Becklin, my friend. I ask if I request to become your squire."
That won't be necessary, Darrett.
No,
I appreciate the gesture, but you are no squire. Becklin agreed before she left that you're ready to become a knight. And I
yeah,
couldn't
but
agree
there's so
more.
much out, and you were fully trained and experienced, and even beyond that, you have other experience even outside the Knights of Salamnia.
I will. I mean, I will offer my skills, and I will train you, and I will help you become the best knight that you can be, even better than myself. But you can't be a squire in order for that to happen. I grab the hilt of the sword, and I raise it up, and I place it on his shoulders, and I knight him.
Oh my gosh. It's so this a second as you take the sword and you like tap both of his shoulders. And you say to, Derek, you rise to Derek. And Derek, his eyes, he's kind of stunned and he says, So you will still teach me though?
Of course. Like I said, I'll train you in every way that I know how. And I'm sure that
Yeah,
you'll become.
and
I'm
he
sure
like
that you'll
does a
become an even better
double
knight
fist
than I ever could
in
be.
the air. He does a double fist pump in the air, and then he's like, "Oh wait, that's unknightly of me," and he puts his hands down to his side. Yeah, thank you. I'm pretty sure that technically doesn't count because you're not like a
Yeah, I know.
Solanic knight anymore, but still that was a nice gesture. I count it.
No, I mean I was well aware of that. I was literally about to say it. I was like, technically I can't knight you because I'm not a knight of Solamni anymore, but I'll train you.
Thank you. And he kind of goes in for like a hug and starts hugging you.
Okay.
And I'm guessing you're just completely like stiff.
I'm just like, all right. I pat him a couple times and I give him a sword back.
Awkward sibling hug. So yeah, so you Darrett, he thanks you again profusely and a little bit over like very excited, and he walks away. And of course saying like, hey guys, like if you guys need anything, and unfortunately Marshal Vendry is pretty busy right now, especially now that it looks like she has to marshal new forces. But if you guys need to get contact with her or the members of the city council, like I can do that now. Do I know completely how to do it yet? Probably not, but I can. I have the authority at least. Anyway, see you guys, and he like gives you finger guns and he walks away.
Okay.
I love Derek. I'm sorry, Derek's like one.
No, I like
like my
Derek too.
favorite characters. So you guys, I just leaning into my natural like. I'm just leaning into like the fact that my interpretation of this character is that he's like a mixture of like super excited but also a little awkward at times and doesn't know how to express like that fact without he's trying to seem knightly, and so it's fun. I like him a lot. I like a lot of these NPCs.
No,
Anyway,
I mean I really like it. I really like Derek too. I feel like I'm trying to be my character, and I'm just like I don't.
I know that's the best part. That's why I'm really
I'm just
enjoying.
like,
Anyway, so you guys, she gives you guys a discount. Those that want to stay at the inn, but it seems like everybody wants to stay with refugees, which I am cool with. That I like that a lot. In fact, because of that, I want to give you guys all inspiration.
cool.
It's not the nicest quarters. It's still pretty rough, but Raven and the others welcome you guys with open arms. And you guys
Better than being in a communist castle.
the you see, the next morning, you guys wake up and you see flying over on the
Red banners,
tallest
you can
tower.
hear the red choir singing, and
So, oh, there should be. No, just kidding. Oh my gosh.
Down with the bourgeoisie.
All right.
Sorry.
Wow. Holy cow!
Still catching up on it.
This is a lot.
I
All
love the
right.
Mr. Bean meme.
All right. So we're gonna get. Sorry. Again, I'm having a great time. I wake up the next morning, and here's what happens. First off, early in the morning, Sunder gets a tattoo.
Huh?
So you walk over to the Hammerstrike Forges, and you kind of walk in, and you're just hit by a blast of heat, and you see like two dwarves. One is a this this dwarf with a brilliant, like a long black beard, and his hair is pulled back with multiple like dreads that are like wrapped up into a bun. And then yeah, it's great. I'm enjoying it. Um, the other dwarf looks very similar to him, black hair as well, also in dreads, and you know, but it's a she, doesn't have a beard, not in this world. Sorry.
I know Mormon. He's jamming to that song right now.
Wait, let me see this. Oh, guys, I love this. All right, Jules is gonna be really confused when she looks at this chat.
I know. I was just thinking, like, freaking Jules and Amber, they're gonna be like, "What the heck happened?"
He's like that almost every time.
Okay, but now we're preaching communism. Now they're gonna be extra confused.
Yeah. Anyway,
There's no context. That's the best part.
yeah. So they stop talking and they turn towards you, Sunder, and it takes them a bit to like. So they look at you a little confused, like, so who are you? The dwarf, the guy dwarf, the brother, who you assume is Cadmus. Um, like a light bulb goes off, and he's like, "Oh yes, you're Melara's friend. A good chap she is. She spoke very highly of you. Very high. I could, yeah. How are you saying that? You see, like, you see his sister is starting to like. She's walked away, but she's chuckling. Are you talk? Are you like one of the seekers from down south? Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not very religious. I can help you in that department. Let me roll a dice real fast to see if he actually knows what the symbol of Reorx is.
weird.
It's happened unfortunately a lot in Corinne in the past recent years since the Cataclysm. Okay, so here's the thing. He says, "I'm familiar with the symbol. It's an ancient symbol. We supposedly, we dwarves venerated Ryux a lot, so I'm familiar with it. It's kind of like kind of archaic. It's used a lot in old documents and old clan symbols, but I am familiar with it. You want that tattoo too?" Hey, that's gonna hurt a lot. I'm just letting you know that. All right, then. Um, so here's the thing. I do this as a side job. My main job is a blacksmithy that forges armor. So you don't have like a proper like nice what people call sanitary setup, but I have I'm probably the best tattooist you will ever see, and the ink will look really good. Now, come over here, and he leads you to an anvil, and he says, "So it's gonna hurt, obviously. So I'm gonna need to tie your hands to the workstation." And he motions to the anvil. All right, so he ties your hands to the anvil, and he gets out the tattoo implements and starts stabbing you. Oh, he gives you like a little wooden like piece to like bite down on, so you don't bite your tongue. So you roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a
It hurts
lot
a
of
lot.
damage.
It hurts a lot, like really bad. I mean, you know me, I
Damage.
don't have any tattoos or have gotten any tattoos, but just from the people I've talked with who have gotten tattoos, there are a few spots that hurt a lot. One of those happens to be your hand. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure it's a
The
really
hand
difficult spot.
the hand is supposed to be like super, super painful, as well as like the fleshy, flabby parts of your body.
Yeah.
Yep. hmm Yeah, because you're like going through the skin, hitting those nerves by the bone.
As long as it's not like as a lower back tattoo, it's okay.
Come back with a tramp stamp.
That would have been. I'm sorry. One of the D&D podcasts I listened to, it was a Swerve character that got a tattoo for again character backstory reasons, kind of similar to you, dude. Similar to what you're doing. It, yeah, it's funny. There's a lot of good jokes though. You take 5 piercing damage, and you feel like pretty beat up from that experience, but you're okay now. So yeah, so now you have tattoos on the backs of your hands, and Cadmus unties you from the anvil and slaps you heartily on the shoulder and says, "So, how do you feel?" Well, pain can be the best reminder. If you need any help if you want any more tattoos, or do my actual job, like give you some of the best armor in the city, let me know. And my sister makes the best weapons in the city. And you see her like wave her. She looks at you and says, "Actually, yes, I'm the best blacksmithy in the city. It will cost you though." Yeah, but if you ever get your hands on some decent coin, like I can help with that.
Flash your fancy new badge.
Mhm. Alrighty. So, any other like more errands people want to run for downtime and stuff like that?
Is there a place that sells black powder or gunpowder or anything like that?
There is. So, you you're in the market. So it'll be in the city market, but here's the thing: Kalaman is a pretty decent sized port city, and they get random stuff from all over from all over Ansalon, including from Nevermind Mountain, where the gnomes are from, for your homeland. And
Oh, sweet.
I'll say, yeah, you're able to acquire some black powder. How much black powder do you need?
I don't know. Is there a recipe that I need to follow to make bullets, or is it just to my want?
So it's pretty easy to like, I mean, for some of your basic bullets, it's gonna just take you, like, you need lead, and lead's not that difficult to come by. It'll take you about 5 silver pieces for the lead you need. Black powder is going to be a little bit more pricey though, because because it's still brand new technology,
Mm.
and most people are pretty like, because of supply and demand, and people are very wary of just of gnome inventions. The gnomes
Mm.
charge a little bit, so
Well, if these are my
that's
people, do they already have the
yeah.
inventions I need? Can I just get bullets?
Yeah, they can just sell you like bullets. So
Okay. I'll just do that.
for the bullets, I'm going to charge. They're going to charge you 10 gold.
Ah, highway robbery.
Do I know these people?
Roll me
Phone friends to
persuasion.
town?
Roll me persuasion.
What about 3 copper pieces?
I got a 5.
Stealing is bad, unless it's from pirates.
That's right.
I'm using my inspiration. I'm rolling again.
Oh my gosh.
17. A lot better.
They knock it down half to 5 gold.
That's per bullet.
What?
That's per bullet is 5 gold.
Not per bullet, for a bunch of bullets.
Okay. Okay, then I'll do that.
That would honestly be highway robbery.
That's what. Hey. Okay, so how many bullets is that?
So that's going to be about. It makes sense for them to be about 30 rounds, so about
Okay.
30 bullets
Dang.
with the powder. So the powder is going to come. A powder horn is going to come with it.
Okay. Perfect. Alright,
Anything
I think
else?
I'm good.
Any other errands people want to run?
I'm gonna go hunting.
Nice.
In the city?
No, outside of the city. I'm gonna go get some food.
Ooh,
All right.
actually, I was wondering if
Roll it.
they could upgrade my pistol somehow.
Mm.
Maybe.
They I think that it's not going to be like they're they're not very familiar with gun. Not every gnome knows how to use guns, and not every gnome has a gun in his pocket, because guns are still very new for gnomes. That's actually something you have perfected
Okay.
personally.
Then.
So upgrading your gun is actually not is going to come from you rather
That's
than
what I was
from.
thinking.
So it'd be a downtime activity, and so what you would do. Give me 1 second. Pulling out the crafting rules. Sorry, we're getting a real crunchy. But essentially, it's for this. It's going to take you a little. The big thing is time.
Hmm.
I'm going to say, to upgrade your gun, it's going to take you about 2 weeks' time to upgrade it, to get the
Jeez.
necessary supplies, to make sure you're not messing up your gun. So, however, it's not going to take your gun out of commission while you're doing this, because you're just tinkering and doing this on like your spare time. So you can do this while you're adventuring.
Perfect.
So let me check. Objects. Musket is about 50. I carve that in half. Is there a specific type of upgrade you're trying to add to the pistol?
Exploding bullets.
That yeah, let's do that, and then I also wanted probably a revolving chamber, because right now it only shoots one at a time. So each but I have to either do a bonus action or as a separate turn I have to reload the gun. So a revolving barrel would be a good thing to have.
Yeah. Or multiple pistols.
I could
You guys do it.
Um,
Do it pirate style where you pull one out, throw shoot, and then throw it away and pull out another one.
Must be freaking Edward kidding me.
Huh?
I'm gonna.
It's not a bad idea.
So here's the thing: revolving barrel. That would be really expensive and a little bit more difficult because that's like
Okay.
you're basically making a revolver,
Yeah.
which is like wow. That's gonna be. It's probably gonna be about 500 like gold to get like necessary materials and stuff. Actually, no,
I'll wait on
that'll be
that.
250.
Yeah.
That'll be 250 because you're crafting it yourself. It'll be 250.
I'll wait on that. Yeah.
Or for making another pistol, like kind of like what Rone was suggesting, that would be half of 250. That would be 125 gold to make another pistol.
Just for the materials?
Yes.
Alright. I'll have that in mind then.
Yeah. And that would take about 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
in the meantime, you guys get summoned to the castle again,
Actually,
and you guys
there's something I want to do.
Derek. Oh yes.
Oh, I
What
do.
do you?
I'm gonna try
Ooh.
finding a book. That way Jack Valentine can learn how to read. Because I have a feeling that's
That
gonna
should
be
be pretty
very
easy. Just go to the
important
city
when.
market.
All right.
You get.
Also, I do want. Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Another
I
girl
just want
fucking
to. I'll get to you
Yeah,
right after this.
yeah.
I just want to finish this because I have a thought. So you get basically the you get you get
We're
basically
smart. That'll be hilarious.
the book is called
Dick and Jane.
nope, it's called the Spicer Beast in the Hat.
Hmm.
In the hat. Yeah. Sweet. Well, so for creating a potion,
It would also be fun.
you can make I say you can make a healing potion every like 2 days, and it'll cost you about so healing potion normally is about 50 gold. It costs you 25. Yeah. Yes. Don't worry, guys. You guys will get gold.
I won't.
It'll also be funny if Jack just showed up and he's reading just smut and has no idea what it is.
Oh my.
He'd just be like, what are you reading there, bud? He's like, I don't know what this word says, but it seems interesting.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to come up with the fantasy equivalent for that kind of goat book because I know oh
Mein
my
Kampf.
gosh.
He's reading Mein Kampf.
Oh my god.
He's
Okay,
like, yeah, I just
but
learned how to read. This book is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
So we went from communism now to
Someone needs to filter be Jack Valentine's filter.
oh my.
All right.
And
So
then
you guys
I
could
wanted to go.
Oh
I
yeah.
wanted to go to
Sorry.
the armory and change. Like, if we're not going to do any combats or go out till next campaign, I can just like change my inventory. But I want to go to the armory. You said we had access to medium weapons and normal martial weapons, medium armor and
Yes.
normal. Yeah. Okay. So unless we're going to, if I should do that now, then I'm going to do that. But if it can wait in between, then I'll just do it in between.
Yeah, you can do that. That's it. I mean, everybody's getting a chance to run errands, so you can again. You have access to any armor and weapon except for heavy armor.
Okay.
Guys,
Yeah,
let's
I
tone
know.
down.
There's no Hitler and there's no Nazi gifts. Apparently, it's too offensive to joke about Nazis.
And this coming from the fact that somebody put like a what? I thought I saw a GIF with an F bomb. Which, come on, guys.
Wasn't me. We don't have Nazis, but this is close enough.
All right.
There's just no
So,
swear.
Yeah.
That's why it's allowed.
all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna get breastplates, and then I'm trying to decide what ranged weapon I'll get, if it's a longbow, heavy crossbow, or just a crossbow.
Are you even proficient in like longbows?
No, that's fair. I should check what my proficiencies are. Um,
Roll.
simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. So yeah, I was thinking about it, but if I'm not proficient in it, then I will not take it.
You can gain yeah.
Okay.
I will say you can like eventually gain proficiency in like in weapons by spending downtime and money.
Yeah.
Um also they're like items that give you proficiency. But anyway, so you guys get back to the castle and Derek meets you guys and says, "Okay, I got you guys your first assignment." Oh, and also for Sunder, Morto, um and Jack, he hands you guys a pouch of 5 gold. They pay you guys ahead. They pay you guys ahead at the beginning of beginning of each week. So you guys get
No,
5
we
gold
each get
each.
5 gold.
Yeah, you guys get 5 gold a week for your services. But only Jack, Sunder, and Morto. We
Yeah,
gotta.
we know.
All right, sorry guys. Morto, Morto,
Did I catch
and
a deer or something?
the 3. Oh yeah, roll
That's
me
being
a
nice.
survival. Jack, Morto, and Sunder are making it rain with the 5 gold.
Like,
I got a
I'm l-
22.
You don't just get a deer, you get an elk.
I'm gonna take it to the what's it called?
such a
Which
funny
one?
movie.
Both of them? I mean, both of them are great.
I'm gonna take it to the people. And I'm gonna share this elk that I just caught.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a
Yeah.
lot more meat than I need.
So you share
Yeah,
this meat
but I'm
with
keeping
the
the
people
hide
of Vogler.
and the antlers.
And you receive a healing potion from somebody for their gratitude.
Nice.
So the assignment, and this is, I mean, we're gonna be stopping in just a little bit, but the assignment is to okay, I gotta remember what it was. Oh yes. So not too long ago, as they talked about last time, Vogler was not the only townstead and farm that was hit by the dragon army. And recently, several other farms have been attacked by the dragon army and razed. And recently, one such farm, the family was driven away and their farm sacked. And so, because of its recent nature, the people, Marshal Vendry wants you guys to investigate and see if you guys can get any leads from the dragon army there. Yes. All right. And you guys get your assignment, and if there's nothing else holding you guys back, you leave the city of Kalaman and you head off. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Did we already sleep
Sweet.
and get a long rest and everything?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, of course.
I was gonna say. Right.
Yeah, you guys got it.
You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Tattoos
You
are
guys
a
got a
long
rest,
process.
you got a full, you got
Apparently,
some
all the
tab
work starts after you get it.
and some love interests.
Yeah.
You got one guy got a squire, the other guy got decked out in armor,
We
and
have
the other guy got
patriotism.
bullets. And the other
I got a
guy
hide.
got out of prison.
Wait, what did I get?
You got a squire.
Student.
No, I just got more responsibility. He's not my squire. I just train him.
I got an elk hide and antlers.
Jarrett's gonna consider himself your squire. I'm sorry, like he understands he technically is not, but he's still gonna call you master and consider him like your squire.
Every time
just
he
because
calls me
that's
master, I'm
really
gonna
was
correct
the
him.
last like relationship he was in with like a mentor. So he's just gonna consider it as such.
Every time he
Yeah.
calls me master, I'm gonna correct him. I'm not allowing that because technically, I'm not even a knight anymore. So I can't have a squire. Yeah, I know, but I'm not his master.
All right.
So can I add that to my inventory?
Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you. I gave the quill back to Raven.
Perfect. We got squire. Fucking squire.
Pucksand.
There jumps out like with the sword. Yeah. So yeah, so that was our shopping episode.
Nice.
Shopping
Which
and communism.
honestly, I'm kind of glad like these past two episodes has been a little bit more chill, except for Lewis's shenanigans. Like for the most part, much more chill. Just to counteract like what happened like before then with like with Vogler and stuff. So
I don't really do like racist jokes, but I'll mess around on communism and Nazis all day long.
I know. I think that's pretty much everybody on this server, pretty much. Yeah.
No, it's not.
I'm not racist. I'm German. I can make fun of them. It's fine. No, strike that. Reverse it. Just kidding.
What? No.
Amber, you have my full permission to bully Benjamin.
A little racism.
That's why I don't have a girlfriend.
A little racism is fine. As long as it's not like actual racism. It's just joke racism. Nothing wrong with it.
Joke racism, because that's okay.
Yeah, sometimes people are just a little too sensitive these days.
Exactly. If there wasn't any joke racism, then everybody would be. No, just.
Back in my day.
Oh,
Literally, I was talking to Malulani yesterday, and I was just laughing about all the things that I used to be able to laugh at when I was a kid, and nowadays would never go. It's like,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
anyway, I just think
Hey,
it's
guys,
funny. Like all the stuff that I
very
got to laugh at when I was a kid, all the
episode.
kids nowadays never get to know.
Bummer.
You can't explain like what the heck happens to Jules. So you're really concerned.
Yeah, good luck explaining that to your wife.
I will say, like, what the heck, Miles? Like, come on.
What did I do?
The critical role guy.
Yeah.
Critical role.
My magic brother.
Nah, he's never been my favorite of the group.
Wait, who? Oh, that was.
You're good.
Miles, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, I'm going to enjoy all these, and I'm also kind of giving you a hard time, Miles. But yeah.
Next time, don't ever
Okay,
do it again.
So a couple of the gifts I put in were obviously late, well after, whenever they were brought up, because I had to find and make those gifts. So like the Mort one, where Mort's on the plane.
I know, that's so good.
Well, because I have to.
It's always more funny like that, though.
Yeah, I like whenever I get it in my head in the moment, like whenever you like went back and forth through that door with the wind chime, immediately my mind went to that Peter Griffin clip where he's like doing the bing bong in the door kind of stuff, and that's why I had to go and look it up. I had to find that clip and make it into a GIF and upload.
Dang.
Bro, I am so happy you got my awkward sibling hug reference.
Oh, of course.
I think we all got it.
Oh my gosh. How am I just barely seeing Mort on this plane?
That's like my favorite clip ever. Me and Miles were laughing about that for like 10 minutes.
I guess I missed that one.
I'm saving some of these.
It's way up at the top. Like
It's near the beginning. It was whenever we first got Jack out of prison, and so it was like
Yeah.
at the very kind of beginning of the session.
Yeah, it was actually the first one of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one thing.
Oh yeah.
Like grinding his thumb on the wall. He's like,
I don't know what this is, like, but this one is funny. Like, oh my gosh.
that one I just put because like Sunder, he's short and he just kept getting all these
Sunder.
girls.
I know. I know. It's
The old.
Oh,
Okay,
guys,
wait. I
man.
just thought of a better one. You remember that old guy from Tangled, the Cupid guy?
Oh no.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly.
Yep, that's it.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
That's perfect.
What's okay? I do
somebody
love
find
the
the
Dragon.
Dragonlance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the guess I'll die? Like, is that from Lewis?
It was during Jack's conversation with the sketchy lady. He was like,
Oh,
"What are
yeah.
you gonna do if you
Maybe-
don't have magic?" I guess I'll die.
And you just put
Mm.
like Sophia from the D&D movie, the Red
Yeah,
Wizard.
Sophronia. Yeah, it was well, because she gave him a red cloak, and so I was like, "Red Wizard." I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I just
Yeah.
say
Thankfully-
whatever came to my head first.
No, you're good. That's fair. Oh, I will say, thankfully, the Red Wizards that they are not in this world. That would be a big red flag.
I don't know. I was getting major red flags from that chick anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's yeah. So.
Don't spoil
So.
Okay,
Yeah, I should go.
Good night, Ben.
too.
get back to your
Yeah.
way.
Good
Good night.
This is
Indeed.
great.
next time.